Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. HSP Wolverine. So, HSP's come out with more new goodies for their trucks, and this is completely different from their usual. So if you have seen, even on my channel, some of the HSP stuff, I've got this one truck actually that it's a 4x4 brushless system, and actually most of their trucks are basically exactly the same except for the body, or you buy brushed or brushless. So HSP has made some drastic changes which seem to look for the better, for more durability, among other things. Anyway, so let's start unpacking this and we'll talk a bit. So we've got our typical 2-channel HSP radio, aka call it Fly Sky, because they will bind to Fly Sky receivers without a problem. And we'll get the beaster out here. And we got more junk in the box. We got our charger that does 2 and 3S. They've actually upgraded those. Stickers. Ew. Okay, cool. And of course we've got our little manual with parts, numbers for replacement parts. I guess some clips that, those are usually for headlights. Well, we do have some headlight pods on this thing. Might have to activate those. Kevy's homemade wiring kit. Bind plug and antenna tube, of course, for inside. Come on. Man, they put some heavy duty zip ties in this sucker, I'll tell you.
Yep.
There's one. Alright, get this stuff out of the way. Keep the black stuff. You never know, you could strap something down with these pieces. Those are garbage. And out comes our truck. Boonga! Nice big wheels. Oh, they're nice. Nothing smells better than a brand new RC. Or except for a brand new guitar. So, did that recently too. Anyway, so we've got a wheelie bar on this sucker. It runs 2 or 3S. Wow, that's
beefy.
That's going to be able to take some good jumps. I like the body style on this too. It's kind of stampede-ish in a way, and kind of something a little different with the curled up tops, you know? So it's kind of a really neat design shell. And at least it sits down lower. You know, it's like, hey look, it covers my electronics, unlike the other HSP trucks where you see all the junk and you don't want to see. So let's get this opened up. Do we really want to put, yeah, we're going to have to put the antenna tube on. Crack into this. Yes, yeah, that's what those clips are for, is the light pods. And they even got us the screws too. What do we got? 4 clips and 4 screws, so you got backups. Because there's no rear lights on this thing at all. So we do have, of course, waterproof / resistant receiver box. I've given these things baths in like lakes before and never had a problem with the receivers, so shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, so there's our brushless system here, 3300 kV, and this is the WP 10BL60 ready to run waterproof ESC. Programmable, of course, which is great. So if we find it's a little wussy, we can change that. Wow, they really put these straps down under, didn't they?
Yep.
Wow, great wraparound. Nice job, HSP. 2-cell 3,500 mAh. They're stepping up the game a little bit. An extra 200 milliamps. Woohoo! Burst rate for 10 seconds. Yeah, well, you can go pretty fast in 10 seconds. Pretty far, too. Looks like we've got spring load servo saver. Nice and stiff. Not sloppy like the usual on the other HSPs. They were usually pretty sloppy. They still be alright though. They're good. What I like here though is the pillow ball system. Kind of like a Traxxas Summit. If you know the 110 Summit, 116 Summit, got the pillow ball stuff in here. Upper lower control arms. Really a durability increase. Big time. Can't wait to see what kind of metal upgrades they got out for this thing, or going to have out for it. They completely changed the chassis design. This is kind of like a Stampede slash kind of design in some ways, actually in a lot of ways. Modular, boom, love it. Really cool. You get to see a lot more detail when you actually own one of these things, you know. The rubber compound is actually pretty good. Some nice meaty lugs on there, so good tread, you know. Now these are slightly a bit longer than the regular HSP trucks, and which is another thing, like even for 110 scale, they're a little longer. Yeah, so that's just a little bit of play in the pillow balls. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. Let's see. Oh, we already got CVAs or CVDs, whatever you want to call them. The good axles. Oh, really nice. Better quality axles. That's really good. Or drive shafts. That's really cool. Center shaft is actually enclosed. They've enclosed the center drive to go between the front and the rear. So that's really good. It keeps all the crap out of there, including your antenna wire that I've chopped a few, I'll tell you, on my other one. Yeah, that's a really nice truck. Good on the wheelie. Sink, baby, sink. Is this adjustable, I wonder? Ooh, it is adjustable. Nice. So we can bring the wheelie bar up higher. It's got one more stage to go. Or we can bring it down really low so we can do some really good sick wheelies and keep the wheelie up there. And not flip the truck, hopefully. Most of the videos that I've seen on this truck, which there's not a boatload, let's face it, I don't know why HSP is not that popular, because they are pretty good trucks for the money. You know, they really are. I've done very little damage to mine, and I beat the snot out of it, you know. The most I've replaced on that thing is like one steering knuckle, and I've done, well, several drive shafts, like, you know, axle shafts or whatever. Done several of those, because that's kind of notorious, especially on 3S. But on 2S, I don't replace them. I have never buggered one up on 2S yet. I don't think I have, anyways. Maybe once. But anyhow, yeah, really nice grade. Like, I wonder how tight the wheel nuts are on this thing. Curiosity says we must check this for a reason. The reason I'm checking it for tension here is I always had a problem with my other HSP. When I tighten the nuts up too much, it would actually lock the wheels up. This isn't locking up, so I don't know what they put in it for hex hubs, but I will check that. And you know what? Let's take a peek. I want to know. Either way, if there's not metal ones in here, I'm going to order metal ones because they're better. Wow, extended. Yeah, we'll definitely need extension ones. And the pillows are adjustable with a huge Allen key. Cool. So we'll have to measure the length of those and order some customized metal parts in, just because. But they're looking good so far. But I put metal ones actually into my other HSP, and my wheels won't spin off anymore. So this is good that I still got free run even after adding a lot more attention to these nuts. Awesome.
Spare parts upgrade.
Ooh, upgrades. What do we got? Wheel hex upgrade. Okay, no prices though, but we do have part numbers. We'll have to search that out at RC Hobbies Outlet, by the way. That's where I got this thing from. And they weren't that expensive. For the pair of them, what did I pay? Because I got one for my wife, so check out her channel. You can see hers. Something like almost 800 bucks. 700 or 800 bucks.
Yeah.
For two of them with shipping and taxes.
Yeah.
Canadian dollars, you know?
Something, yeah.
Some days I almost wished I lived in the US, but when you figure out the math, they're almost the same anyways. So yeah, so we've got some upgradable options for metal A-arms, posts, body posts, aluminum front and rear servo links, aluminum steering hubs.
Exploded diagrams and everything on that thing.
Ooh, aluminum shock towers. Steering servo sway assembly arm sway. Wheelie bar mount in metal, very nice. Could use a ball bearing wheel there. Well, it actually is. There is ball bearings in there. Holy crud. That's awesome. It's already ball bearing. And it's built pretty tough. Man, Traxxas has got to take a lesson from this. No offense, I love Traxxas. Hey, I got Traxxas machines, but, you know, Traxxas doesn't go all that out on a wheelie bar. Rear brace, front brace, aluminum nuts. Nice. So they got a few upgradable options, and I'm sure they'll come out with more. Exploded parts diagram as well. So it's not hard to figure this stuff out. You just got to read and look at it, and it's really not that hard to work on these things. I usually do this stuff without diagrams, but sometimes it does come in handy, especially when you're messing around with differentials. So, got that. Not too shabby. Yeah, so these are the stickers they already used was for the windows and stuff. So they left us the HSP and the Wolverine stickers to play with. So I don't know. I'll probably put the Wolverine stickers on it because I mean it is a Wolverine, so might as well look the part on camera, right? Now, is this body gonna agree with this antenna tube? Nope. I might have to pop a hole through the top of the shell for the tube. But it's where do I want it to pop through is going to be the big question. Probably somewhere in the corner there. We'll figure it out. In the meantime, the tube can go have a nap in here. Put the shell back on. Looks better. It actually looks better without the tube coming through the shell. But yeah, so that's the, and we even have tow hook fronts. We can actually, I think I might even have one more set. But I do have some sets coming in from Banggood. So yeah, we've had some RCs coming in lately, guys. New ones. I got my rat rod from Team Associated. And this one, I've got my TRX4 this year. I got my Losi Nightcrawler. I'm going a little RC. Oh yeah, and my Red Cat Gen 8. And I've been modding the daylights out of the TRX4. And it is going to be like literally Christmas around here for the next probably 2 or 3 months. Because last night I went and spent a boatload of money on a whack load more upgrade parts for our stuff. Plus a few other things I kind of needed. And yeah, it's definitely going to be like Christmas around here for a while. But this is the last RC I can afford to actually buy for a little bit. But I do have 2 more, and then that's it. I'm done, I think. Because we're kind of running out of space. So unless I can convince my landlord to let me have a big shop outside to put all my RCs in, I'm kind of yanked. But I do still want to get my own Traxxas Summit once again. I had one before, kind of miss it. And I do want to get the Kyosho Blizzard. And there may be one other one, but I don't know. We'll see. Because I want to see how this Team Associated Rat Rod goes too. But I still want a 4-wheel drive basher short course truck. But I just don't know what I want yet. That's the problem. So, but yeah, that's like...
That's a solid truck.
It doesn't even hardly move, and there's no preload on the suspension yet. That's so awesome. That's built like a brick. That's built like a Summit. Speaking of which, honey, can you grab me my HSP truck? I want to show these guys the size difference
The
here.
yellow one or the
No,
boxer or the other one? This one.
My first one there that I ever got. Yeah, that one.
This guy.
So this is old school in comparison. My body posts are a little taller because I had a different body on it before. But you see the chassis design, right? Quite a bit different. Single A-arm lowers. Still got 8 shocks, you know. And I do have a preload on them. And these are threaded shock bodies, which is actually nice. These ones here are like push down and pop clips in. And they actually didn't give us any clips, but you know, you can't take any more preload off of them, so, you know. But I do have clips, so either way I'm good. But if you look at the size difference here, just trying to get the tires even. Now keep in mind, these front tires are not the stock tires that came with this truck, okay? So actually a more fair comparison would probably be my wife's truck, because she's got stock tires on. But not that it's a big issue, but there is a length difference here, like having these like even this way. But if you were to go like, let's try and get the rear ends to match up. That's pretty close anyways. So you can see this is quite a bit larger, like lengthwise, you know. Because this is about 19 inches, where this one is about, what is it, like 15, 16 inches almost. Tape measure. So we'll go, okay, so we got, well, body, let's get it front of the body shell to the back of the body shell. We're at 15 and a half. Front of the body shell to the rear. We're at 16 here, but you take into consideration like bumpers and all that other junk.
There is no bumper, no.
Oh yeah, there's bumpers on both of these. Okay, so the height difference is only the body post. So 15.
Oh.
Yeah, 15 to there. Including the wheelie bar, because it's sticking out as part of the length. It's 19 inches. So 4 inches difference in overall length, you know. So that's pretty good. Let's check. So we're at 12 inches there. And we're just shy of 13 inches. So
longer, a little wider.
Yeah. Center to center, we're looking at 11. Uh, 11 and a quarter. Woohoo, quarter inch. But either way, that's a nice beaster. Stay tuned, guys, for running footage on these things. You'll have to check out mine and my wife's channel, both. Yep. So check out Susan Millard. I have to go charge my battery, and I'm going to use a stock charger because I want to see how good these chargers are. The last charger system I got was a little bit different than this. Really didn't care for the stock charger that much. These are just balanced charger, 2S or 3S. They're basic, but they are an upgrade from what we got before. So we'll see how well these things do. And 30C pack, 10-second burst. That's not bad, you know, 2S. I don't know what the gearing ratio is on this truck. It is fast as snot, like any HSP. Like even on 2S, this little beaster is like extremely uncontrollable, you know. And I've actually made this one a lot more rigid with some adjustments I've done to it, so that it's not really sloppy anymore. And this is already really nice and rigid already, so that should be cool. But we'll see how the stock servo does in this. I can't remember what the kilogram of the servo was, but you know, still that's a beast. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Check you later.